As long as it's okay with them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They just wanted me to ask you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Got Rocco. You got
Oh yeah.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and
Mm-hmm.
Billy and Mandy and yeah.
And Eddie.
Oh, and Dexter. Oh, wow.
Thank you. Yeah, I got a lot of
Yeah.
shirts that have like
Oh,
different
and Johnny
characters.
Bravo.
Yeah.
I was Jenny
Oh
Bravo.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Johnny Bravo was like one of my first things. There was like a supermodel named, her name started with a V. I can't remember. It was like Valeria or
Yeah.
something. But anyway, I did her voice that was one of my very first things. It was funny because I was really nervous and we recorded it, but I thought that was just the read through. So afterward I was like, okay, so are we going to record it? And they were like, oh no, that was it. We did it. And I was like, we did, that was it. Oh God. And I felt like I didn't really give like my best because I thought we were just kind of like, rehearsing.
Was that the
Anyway.
was that the character that was in that one episode where like they were at a birthday party and like she goes, I can't remember the last time I was blindfolded. Oh wait, yes I can.
I can't remember the last time I was blindfolded. Oh, wait. Yes, I can.
Maybe she was like a blonde supermodel named
I think that's the one I'm
yeah.
thinking of.
I only had a few lines, like maybe 3 lines.
Oh, yeah.
So might be it.
Yeah, that was a good show.
It was in the old Hanna-Barbera building
Right.
too on Ventura Boulevard that I was like, oh my God, wow, this is like where Joe Hanna and everything. It was just like everything was here.
Stuff like that.
Yes, I know. And then I ended up doing Daphne on Scooby-Doo and Jane Jetson and I'm on Tom and Jerry. So I was like, wow, it's so weird.
Yeah,
Hanna-Barbera.
I got your autograph from your Instagram signing a few months ago. So.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Oh yeah, I wish I had been able. This is so much better because I am able to like see you guys. Before with that, I was just sort of like talking into a void.
Yeah,
I couldn't see anybody. I didn't know what I was signing for.
I like this too because I haven't been to too many conventions, but at a convention I'd have to be on the line with like hundreds of other people and like only talk to you for like a few seconds. But now I get to actually have like a conversation.
Yes, and there's not like people in the background like yelling whatever they want to ask because some people just don't know when it's their turn or when it's not their turn. I'm like, hi, I know, and they're like, can you do the voice? And I'm like, I hate to like ignore them, but I'm like, it's their turn right now. They've been waiting for a long time. So yeah, and you don't have to get on a plane, and I don't have to get a babysitter. It's perfect. Even though this pandemic's been awful, but there have been certain things that I'm like, oh, okay, this is like, like there's been things that I'm like, this, I could keep this. This is good.
So I had something to show you, but first I have a question. Have you ever seen or heard of a cartoon called Total Drama Island?
No.
So it was a show on Cartoon Network. It was from Canada, but they aired on Cartoon Network, and it was sort of like a parody of Survivor and other reality shows like that. And they had this character. Yeah. They had this character named Gwen, who's a goth character that looks a lot like Sam Manson from Danny Phantom.
Oh my God!
This is what she looks like.
Oh wow, that's really
A while ago, I drew this picture of the two of them. I don't know how this is translating.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, they're both like kind of like, wait, what? I love that. That's great. Oh man. Yeah, have you seen there was like a little Cartoon Network interstitial where it had like Mandy and Raven like sitting on a subway.
Nice chatting with you. Whatever.
I thought that was so funny. I saw it. I didn't see it until recently, and then I was like, "Oh, that's perfect." And people always get Tara and I confused too. They'll go like, "I love you as Raven," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And then they tell her like, "I loved you as Mandy."
I think I saw somewhere where like someone was asking Tara about Azula, and I'm like, "No, that's not correct."
Oh, that's funny. I gotta look that video up.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but it's I don't remember how she reacts to that. She's just like, I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah. She's everything else, so.
That's true. Yeah. You guys have worked together for like forever.
We do so many shows together. We do Unikitty together. We did Foster's together. We did, just so many things. Even Avatar, she played the fake, she played the Azula that was in the play.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe that's what the person was asking then, because I couldn't
Maybe. She probably forgot that she did that, so she probably was like...
That's true.
What? Yeah, she does so many things.
Hard to say. And I'm not really sure if I have like a favorite. By the way, I have a question. When they were making this whole collage, did they intentionally make it so that Tootie is chasing Daphne?
I have to ask the artist. A guy made that for me who does he just gets like autograph collections. Like he's got every voice actor. He'll come to you with like a stack of every character you've ever done. And so he, in exchange, I gave him like a deal on something. So he's like, hey, I made one for you so you can have it. And I was like, oh, that's nice. So yeah, I'll have to ask him if he did that on purpose. That's pretty clever.
Did you want me to grab a picture before I boot Gray out to her next hangout?
All right.
All right, let me.
That was fast.
Stop. Yeah, 5 minutes is super fast.
Well, no, I said 10 minutes. So.
I'm pretty sure you grabbed a 5. Let me make sure you grabbed.
Definitely did. It was definitely 10.
Hold on one sec. Atticus Wolf, 5-minute hangout with Gray.
Oh, but he's not Atticus. He's not Atticus. He's
Michael. Duh! I'm so dumb. Wow, Michael.
Good thing Michael stood up for himself because I would be like, "Oh, okay," and then I just
I want every second of this.
Every second. No, we're good. Then you're at your halfway point. Ta-da! I'm gonna get out of your face, and you guys have 5 more minutes.
I always I'm always like, wait, but, and then I don't say anything, and then afterward I'm just pissed off, and I'm just, like, where people are like, can I go ahead of you in line? I only have, and I'm like, well, I only have one thing too, but I'm like, okay, and then I just hate them from behind. What were you going to say though? You were talking about.
I'm trying to decide. I don't know if I have like an all-time favorite character of yours, but there's a lot. I really like the new DC superhero girls that's on right now. Like not. Yeah. I didn't really like this one that much.
No, it was sort of like more. It was more for like little kids.
Like
I
Harley
think
and Ivy were good guys and whatever. It was really cheesy, but like.
Yeah.
It's sort of.
No, the new one's so smart. Lauren Faust did. She did a bunch of stuff for Foster's. So yeah.
It's true because she's Greg McCracken's wife. So.
Yes, yeah. So, but yeah, she's working on this new show for Netflix now about like a little female witch. But she's just so smart and she's just so funny. She put so much thought into everything. Like sometimes I'm like, well, why were they doing? She's like, well, I was thinking this, and I'm like, oh my god, you're brilliant. Of course, that's perfect. I never question her anymore because she's always like.
Well, it's good for me because I didn't really read like superhero comics that much, so I didn't know who Zatanna was before that.
Oh, yeah. I love that cast. Everybody's just so fun to work with.
Like a lot of my favorite people are in that. So.
Yeah. I love the Bumblebee for Kimberly Brooks. Do you know? Yeah, she does Bumblebee for the show, and she's just it's so perfect. It's so cute, and I'm just like, I love that voice. Yeah, we're doing the new He-Man show together now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's gotten announced yet, though. I probably shouldn't say things like that. I don't know if they've announced the cast on that yet.
Well, I was thinking you were talking about the She-Ra cartoon that's on Netflix right now. But
I do that too. I'm Raz on that. Yes, dearie, we can bake a pie, mother. That's so funny. I didn't know how popular that show is, and I was in an Uber, and the person was like, I don't really watch cartoons, and I was like, oh, and she's like, we only watch this one show called She-Ra, and I was like, I do, Madame Raz, and she was like, oh my god, she freaked out, and I was like, wow, that show must be popular. I didn't know.
So well, I have one more other question. So so there's a lot of like revivals of old shows that have been coming out now. So like Beavis and Butthead's been announced that they're coming back, and Tiny Toons and Darkwing Duck. So is that show that you were on that you'd like to see come back?
Yeah, Danny Phantom. Everybody wants it. So many people want it to come back.
That's definitely up there for me as well. So.
Yeah, and Butch has already like designed all the characters 10 years later. Like he's done all the footwork.
Yeah, I know.
Really, he just had to push the button.
Danny Phantom if he could.
Yeah, all they have to do is just like say go. It's funny. It's funny when they're like, let's make this pilot and see if people like it. It's like, oh, but you don't know if people are gonna like that. You already know like thousands and thousands of people want you to do a new Danny Phantom. But maybe they will. Who knows? Yeah. But
I distinctly remember as a kid they came out with Danny Phantom Burger King toys, and like I collected almost all of them, and I just needed one more. And then they stopped making them. And it was anytime that I think most of them were lost anyway. But like anytime that like my mom asked me like, "What do you want for dinner?" Burger King.
Oh God, it worked. It worked on you. That's exactly what they wanted you to do. You needed one more. There's these little mini Mickey Mouse, like little Mickey Mouse toys that are at McDonald's now.
Oh yeah,
I hate. Right. I mean, yeah, and I don't like McDonald's, but like I love Disney stuff, and I'm on that Disney, like that Disney Mickey Mouse show. Like I'm doing the fairy godmother and the blue fairy from Pinocchio, and they haven't aired yet. But I'm excited because I'm like, oh my god, iconic Disney voices. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can see like way in the back there, when they came out with for Mickey's 90th birthday, they came out with this whole set of figures where it was like all the different Mickeys from all the different years. So it's like Steamboat Willie and Fantasia and stuff like that.
Who else? Michael Payone. Aw, he wants me to say, "Dear Michael, thanks for being a fan and not a twerp."
But you still are a twerp though, Michael, aren't you? Michael, get out of here. Go to bed.